It's a pleasure to speak to both of you. We couldn't wait to talk to you guys, and we loved the movie. We thought it was a great film.
Thank you.
Um, I'll start with Chris Stokes. Chris, you're building quite a reputation with footage films, especially with Tubi. Why was Run the right project to leap into theatrical distribution?
Because I thought it was the most different,
Mhm.
and and I felt like we had never had an urban alien movie, and so to me, I want because I do thrillers. That's what we're real famous footage
Yeah.
films for doing thrillers, and we've had several successful ones, and so we're trying to get our urban audience back into the theaters. I want to get them back in the seats because they don't have enough out there for us. And
Right.
so my main thing is to get like because if the urban community don't show up and show out, then they'll just thought they won't. It'll just slow down even more of urban films like going in theaters. So right now, a lot of the urban people out there have to show up and show out. That's
Mhm.
how it makes it better for all the urban movies and the stuff on why Tubi so big with all the urban base that they have, see that they'll go to the theaters. And
Right.
so we've done so well with Tubi and with the support from urban communities, the hood, everywhere. We've been able to like seriously, we've turned Tubi into a major streamer that we are part of,
Mhm.
and we feel like we're seeing now if we can take our audience to the theaters. And this I felt was the right movie to try to do that.
Absolutely. And you guys put together an amazing cast. It's a great story. How did you guys come up with the story initially? What made you think of starting with a wedding and then it turning into an alien invasion? And that's for either one of you
I,
guys.
I can say that it's Steven Spielberg. I like him a lot, and James Cameron, and I believe in storytelling. A
Mhm.
lot of movies, even urban movies, they hit you, and then you think, "Oh, this is just something. They're gonna go there and get chased by aliens, and it's over." I didn't want to do that. I wanted to give a story to the audience. I think going through the wedding situation, her walking away from the wedding and
Mhm.
the marriage, and him having a reason to come, to see her, but a reason for them to come back together for the audience. I
Mhm.
wanted to give everybody a reason, something to chase on the movie to be able to take it to like to be able to enjoy the watch, and really kind of dig into the characters.
So my first question is from Marcus Houston. It's nice to meet you. So you wore two hats during this project. You were writing and an actor. How did that change your performance, or did it change your performance?
That's a good question. It did not change my performance. The thing, when we came up with the concept, Chris came up with the concept, he told me about it, and I was like, that's dope. Like, right. So the first thing I thought was black people with aliens, how do we make that great? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? How do we make it not, like Chris said, not corny, not something that you just gonna go think that it's a comedy or a spoof or anything like that. So sitting down with the idea, as a writer, I'm like wrapping my head around everything. Chris gave me this outline. He's like, this is what I want. I want the relationship. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the outline and I'm saying, okay, how can we make this uh great and something that people want to see? And the character Andre, as we were writing or whatever, I'm just like we just writing. I'm just in the trenches and we writing or whatever. And then as soon as the script was done, Chris is like, "Okay, I want you to play Andre." I was like, "Whoa, whoa, wait! I didn't think I was gonna be in this." And he was like, "Yeah," like he was like, I kind of had that idea like as the character for you." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So getting prepared, I had to get in a little more physical shape.
Mhm.
I had to like, start working out a little bit because it was going to be a physical movie. I was going to have to be running upstairs and I was going to have to be chasing and I was going to have to, do a lot
Mhm.
of physical activity. So just getting prepared mentally, um, was like a challenge for me because I'm like, okay, good thing the script was done already. You know what I'm saying? So just going into that as an actor, it is two different hats. So I had to go on set and I'm like, you know what? I got to put on my Andre hat and I got to really be focused because acting is a lot of hard work. It's not easy. You know, people think, oh, you just an actor and you on movies and it's glitz and glam and you get paid a lot of money. It's really not. It's a lot of hard work and dedication. You have to really be focused. And that's why I really respect and appreciate all the cast members because they did such an amazing job. The ladies were amazing. Kim was amazing. And it just, everybody was just so great to work with. And we were just all so focused. And Chris did an amazing job on the directing, the CG, everything. It was just like an incredible project that all came together well.
Yeah, I was gonna say for sure the direction and the CGI, the quality of the sound effects and just everything put together. It was definitely a really good polished project. I can see why you guys are doing this, a theatrical run for sure. And no pun intended, but yeah, theatrical run. I enjoyed the movie for sure. The ladies
I
had
like that. I'm
amazing
gonna start
chemistry.
saying that theatrical run. That's tight. That's my new thing for the day.
Right. Yeah. The ladies had great chemistry. We were talking to Erica Mena and Claudia Jordan, and they said that they would love to come back as like maybe some female assassins or like something where they don't die. So
uh,
that's a good idea to have. Moving forward.
yeah, maybe we do some assassin stuff, Chris. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. As the executive producer, also Marcus, what kind of roles did you take on on the executive producer side?
Well, Chris and I own the company together,
Mhm.
and so we do everything. Chris does everything from color timing to editing to DP work, camera operating, and all of that. So we're very hands-on with our projects. And the main thing we also love to do is make sure that our sets are really family oriented and really just ran like a family. We don't like people to come in to work with us and feel like it's work. Like, oh, I don't feel like
I
going.
agree.
When people
Yeah,
Yeah.
leave our sets, they don't want to
They
leave.
don't want to leave. Anybody
You
that's
know what I
been on
mean?
our sets,
So
never.
as
One time, y'all have to come to one of our sets, and you'll see. No
Sure
one wants
hey,
will.
to.
yeah,
Once
yeah,
you come, wait, when you come to set, you'll never want to leave. You'll be like, "We ain't going nowhere,
yeah.
Chris.
That's
We
so.
we more family. We more family oriented."
I feel
that's
like as
dope.
an executive, that's important to put
Mhm.
that energy and that good energy on your set because you want a positive project and everything like that. So an executive is just for my role as the executive is just making sure that everything just kind of runs smoothly and making sure everybody's like doing their job as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, we are still doing a job, and it's really great when everybody comes together and does their job well. And everybody did such an amazing job on Run, from the cast to the crew to everybody. So I'm just really excited.
Absolutely.
Definitely wanted to ask Chris, moving forward, because you've been dominating it with the movies coming out. Are we going to see any more sci-fi slash thrillers coming out from you?
Yes, I have one coming now. I have like five done this year,
Wow.
and they're all coming out this year. No, four of them are coming out this year, but we have one coming up soon called The Follower,
Mhm.
and it's with Nate Wyatt. It's really good. It's Tubi, and I have one coming October. I think the first week in October, Adopted 2.
Okay.
Adopted One is the biggest movie, one of the biggest movies we've ever done on Tubi. Between Stepmother and that one, those are the biggest streaming movies that we've done there. So I did a part two of Adopted Two, and I have another movie coming out with Annie called Rockabye Baby, and I have one coming out with Drew Sidora called Twin.
Right.
And
And
so
you have one more movie too, I believe, Leave, coming in
Leave.
Oh, I'm
January.
sorry. Leave is theatrical, and that's our next theatrical release. Um,
Yeah, that one.
this one here was a limited release.
Mhm.
Leave will be a wide release,
Oh
and
wow.
so we're going heavier and bigger on Leave. But this one was our. This is us getting our feet wet and really
Mhm.
walking into the theatrical game. I did that. I built Tubi, and over the years, when and helping them build Tubi, it's become really great. So I feel like with this here, with what we're doing going on with our theatricals, we're gonna build them up, and then and we're going to uh go bigger and bigger with our theatricals, just like we did with our movies or with like Tubi or BET Plus, other streaming platforms I help break. I want to do that now in the theater world, like I did with You Got Served, and I'm gonna build it more and more. So Leave is coming right. It's coming for Martin Luther King weekend.
I'll say this to add to what Chris is saying. I felt like Tubi, big ups to Tubi because they gave us the platform to tell our stories the way
Mhm.
we want to tell them. They
Yes, Tubi did do that. They
that was
did.
that was amazing for Footage Films to
And
be
we
able,
appreciate that.
yeah, to create these stories. And now I feel like we've garnered this audience and this cultural audience and the like Chris said, the hood, like everybody's been with us and we're graduating into the theaters now and we're hoping that we take that audience along with us and for this ride. And this is a really, really, really big step for Footage Films.
Yeah,
But also a big step for urban films as well, for young urban filmmakers out there, young actors, young writers, young producers. The more successful we are as African American filmmakers, the bigger we get in Hollywood, the more doors are open in Hollywood, and the more we're able to make our stamp in Hollywood and come up as a culture. You know what I'm saying? Coming back to theaters and opening those doors. So we just, we don't gatekeep. We like to make sure that all those doors are open for everybody to be able to get their foot in the door and get their content seen in the movie theaters where it needs to be.
yeah,
And I feel like we're doing it and we're not giving up. So it doesn't matter what this movie, how it does. We hope it does great and our audience gets there, but we're in this for the long haul. So that's why you see Leave, because right behind Run, we're coming with Leave. We're not gonna
right.
stay out of the theaters and go back and forth. We'll do a minimum of 3 theatrical films next year, footage films.
Wow. Yeah. No, that's really dope, guys. You definitely are helping pave the way. You're showcasing the blueprint for new and emerging upcoming filmmakers as well. And you guys make quality films, so I can't see a world where people don't show up and come out in droves and support this film and support your other projects as well. So congratulations on the theatrical run, and I know there's going to be a lot more coming in the future. Jess, did you
Yes.
have anything else to add before we leave?
No, I just wanted to ask Marcus, what about Alien Invasion gave still crack jokes? Because you did have me laughing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, Independence Day is one of my favorite movies,
Right.
and he bodied that role, and I just felt like that's kind of what I took from as far as creating the Andre character. I wanted to be in a serious situation, but I mean, I'm a jokester
Mhm.
naturally in real life. I would probably be the
That
one that
is
jokes.
true. Mark is a
If it was
full
a real
comedian.
alien invasion, I probably would be the one that jokes. So, I kind of felt like that was just naturally, I had to just be funny. I couldn't be too serious, you know what I'm saying? Because it just wouldn't be me. So
Yeah.
I had to bring a little bit of comedy to
Yeah.
it.
No, it was really good, man. We
Thank
enjoyed
you.
the film for sure.
Well,
But
thank you so much, guys. It
yes,
was
thank
incredible
you.
to talk with you.
All right.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much as well. We're definitely going to keep our eyes peeled for all the projects coming down. And we wish you guys much success.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Absolutely.